Hi, everyone. This is Mike from Choosing Love Today, and welcome back to Enduring Faith. Have you ever carried something so heavy in your heart that you didn't even know how to talk about it? Maybe it's something you've thought about and prayed about for years. Maybe it's something that hits you in quiet moments. Maybe it's something you don't share with many people because it feels too personal, too emotional, or too painful. If you've ever been there, you're going to connect with Hannah. If you're not familiar with the story of Hannah, you can read about her in the Old Testament in the book of Samuel in the first and second chapters. Now, Hannah wasn't just waiting, she was hurting. She lived with this deep longing for a child, and every year that longing went unmet. Every year she watched other people get the blessing she was praying for. Every year she carried the same ache. And to make it worse, she lived in a home where someone reminded her of that pain constantly. Little comments, little digs, little reminders that she didn't have what she desperately wanted. The kind of waiting wears you down. It makes you question yourself. It makes you question God. It makes you wonder if anything is ever going to change. Paul says in Romans that hope that is seen is not hope. In other words, hope grows in the dark. Hope grows in the silence. Hope grows in the places where you feel empty, tired, and unsure. Hope, that's exactly where Hannah lived. One day she went to the temple and poured her heart out so honestly that the priest thought that she was drunk. That's how deep the pain went. That's how long she had been waiting. That's how raw her prayers were. She wasn't praying pretty prayers. She was praying desperate ones. And here's the part that makes Hannah a hero. She kept showing up. She kept praying. She kept hoping. She kept trusting that God saw her, even when she didn't feel seen. Maybe you're carrying something like that today. Maybe you're praying for healing. Maybe you're praying for clarity. Maybe you're praying for restoration in a relationship. Maybe you're praying for a door to open that's been closed for a long time. And maybe like Hannah, you're tired, emotionally tired, spiritually tired, maybe your heart tired. Hannah reminds us that your tears don't cancel God's faithfulness. Your emotions don't weaken his commitment. Your discouragement doesn't derail his plans. God wasn't ignoring Hannah. God wasn't dismissing her pain. God wasn't late. He was working quietly, slowly, faithfully, in ways she couldn't see yet. And when the time was right, God kept his promise. God is never early, but he's never late. He is always right on time. So today, my friends, let Hannah remind you, God keeps his promises, even when your heart is tired. Keep praying, keep hoping, keep trusting. God does see you. God is closer than you think. And keep choosing love today.